Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be looking at the 6 worst gadgets in the game. So with a bunch of new gadgets coming into the game, and also the Nita and the Sprout one coming into the game tomorrow, I thought I'd bring this list for you guys to look at the gadgets which are the worst and the ones to avoid when you're looking at buying in the shop or just in general in it using. So yeah, without further ado, let's jump into number 6. Alright guys, so going into the 6th worst gadget in the game, I've gone for Piper's auto emote, just because with the way you use Piper in this meta, just using the other gadgets just so much better. And that's probably what you're going to learn from this list. It's just because the other gadget is just so much better in the meta. I mean, it can be good against tanks and whatnot, but you know, when you're facing a Piper on the good Piper maps, like this isn't really a good Piper map. But if you're playing like Bounty, if you're playing like Siege in Factory Rush, you're gonna have to use the other gadget. There's just no way you can actually use the other. Well, there's no way you can use this gadget, else you'll be losing every single Piper 1v1, and that's why this gadget just really sucks at the moment. I mean, it probably needs a bit more of a rework. Maybe the stun needs to be for a little bit longer. Maybe you should be able to hit the stun from a longer distance. They need to do something to it, just because the other gadget's just going to always be better for Piper. Because, you know, most of the time when the brawlers below like 2k HP, you can just pop the other gadget. You can auto aim it most of the time and you can just get the kills. So this one's just going to be trash. And I'm hoping that Piper does get a buff in this sense, just because I feel like it would fit her more in the meta. She's always struggled against closer range brawlers, and you know, buffing this gadget would definitely make her more viable in the meta. I mean, back when Piper used to be good, this was the only gadget that was in the game, and the gadget was really strong and used to be able to hit it a lot of times. And I think they changed it so it's a bit worse. This Gene's going a bit crazy with the pulls there, missing quite a lot. But I mean, with Piper's not good on this map, and she's just not good in the meta in general. And as I said, it's literally because you have to use the other gadget, and thus making her more vulnerable to most of the meta. But she's slowly becoming more meta. She just needs, obviously, as I said, she needs a change to this gadget, or other brawlers need to be nerfed. You know, for example, the likes of Sprout that are really good against her in the meta. You know, that Jackie's just standing in the goal, giving us a free goal there. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see if it ever decide to buff this gadget. Ever since the introduction of Homemade Recipe, they even nerfed the other gadget, but you know, still she's been so dominant with that gadget. But that's going to be a win for us with the 6th worst gadget in the game. Let's hop into number 5. Alright guys, hopping into the 5th worst gadget in the game, I've gone for Leon's clone. So a lot of you Showdown mains will be like, well, no, Leon's clone's really good, you're going to get loads of value, blah blah blah. I see that so much in my comment section. I'm only joking around, guys, but yeah, I mean, the Leon gadget, you know, for Leon is the only gadget that he's obviously had, and so people are just going to get used to it and the way to play with him. And to be fair, you can get a bit of value with it, but you know, I feel like Leon is really bad in the meta, and he needs a much better gadget to make him more viable. It's good in the sense it's really good against brawlers like Gene, you know, the one-shot brawlers. B, he can help tank a shot, he can help scan the grass, but you know, most of the time I just feel like I'm just throwing it out there and it's, you know, it's doing its own thing. And you know, it's just not overpowered or, you know, strong in any sense of way compared to other gadgets that are used in the meta. So you know, if Leon was to get a better gadget, he could become meta. I'm not too sure what this gadget could be. Maybe leave your thoughts in the comment section below, and you know, see what you think needs to happen to Leon. You know, I've always said he needs more invisibility, but you know, if he got a better star power, like a star power buff, if he got a better gadget, you know, Leon could be pretty strong. But looking like we can finish off that game pretty quickly there. But I'm going to say that's the 5th worst gadget in the game. Let me know what you think of that one. Bit of a controversial one, maybe. Let's hop into number 4. Alright guys, hopping straight into the 4th worst gadget in the game, in my opinion, it's going to be Penny's gadget. So, you know, for me, both of Penny's gadgets I really don't like, to be honest. I never really get any true value out of it. And this one, basically, whenever you use the gadget, it explodes your turret. And, you know, as Penny, you should really know that it takes a while to get your turret, and that's always been her problem. So, you know, if you're blowing up that turret and, you know, breaking up wall, it can be pretty useful, but you know, you're literally destroying the thing that's taken you so long to get. And inside of competitive Brawl Stars, you know, Penny, the main reason why she's not going to be good is because it takes so long to get that turret. You know, I've just wasted the gadget there because I thought Max was going to run into my face, and I've actually destroyed a bit of a wall. So really bad value in that term. But yeah, Penny, as I said, she's always going to struggle in competitive because, you know, against good players, they're going to be juking easily. They're going to be staying behind walls easily. You know, it's really hard to actually land your shots with Penny when the people are that good. You know, Penny's got really slow reload speed, and her turret as well, people. You know, they learn how to dodge the Penny turret. They learn how to take it out pretty fast. And, you know, especially if you're using this gadget, you know, you're going to destroy your own turret, which I just don't understand. You know, you've got Brock's gadget in the game at the moment, which literally does what this gadget does without any negative effects. You know, Brock can just pop his gadget and just destroy wall like instantly, deal 3k damage like instantly. You know, you have to sacrifice your whole turret for this with this gadget, which I just feel like it's never really what you want to be doing. You know, even if there's a brawler on top of you, you know, like that, and you're able to destroy him, you know, it's good in that sense. But now I've not got my turret, and you know, they've still scored, so I've just wasted my turret. I do get a little bit of it back, and then you have to sacrifice using the other star power, which I just don't think is the better star power. You know, I think it's called Last Blast, no, Balls of Fire I think it's actually called, the star power, which is always going to be better with Penny. You know, it's really good at zoning, but you know, if you're using this gadget, you're definitely forced to use the other one because you're getting more value out of it. Looking like we're actually going to probably lose this one. We've finally got some position after being cornered for so long. Maybe I can get another turret out of here, but yeah, I just never see a reason to use this one at all. This Karl's using his gadget to get more true value. I think they're going to go ahead and score. Looking like I can actually defend this, but you know, yeah, it's just proving how bad really it is. I've never really saw any true value of it. The only way you use this gadget, if someone's really aggro and you know, you place the turret down, you press the gadget, you know, you bump out of the way, you do a little small knockback. But that's going to be the 4th worst gadget in the game, in my opinion. Let's hop into number 3. Alright guys, hopping into the 3rd worst gadget in the game, I've gone for Karl's old gadget. So you know, this used to be the only gadget for Karl, and everyone used to say it was really trash, and now that he's got a good gadget, it just highlights even more how bad it is. So you know, this gadget is only really going to be good in game modes like Heist or Siege, where you're going to be using the gadget to, you know, get damage on the high safe or the Ike. But you know, just in general, you never ever want to use this gadget. The other one's always so much better in comparison. You know, I've got like no value out of it there. It was only really good at maybe like zoning. You know, if someone's chasing you, you can maybe use the gadget in that sense. And most of the time I used to just pop it just because, you know, I would never get any value out of it. I'll just use it just for using its sake and never really getting, as I said, the value out of it. It's good against like tanks maybe, you know, like brawlers like Rosa, you know, like Mortis. You can use it to get a lot of damage, you know, when using a super. It's only good in combination with your super as well. So I feel like you're kind of forced to use the gadget when you've got your super. There's no other way really to use Karl's gadget. You're never going to get any value out of it. You know, we're actually getting pretty much wrecked in it, so maybe I need to focus a little bit more on the gameplay. But yeah, just as I said, it just really highlights how trash this gadget is, and it needs a big buff, you know, if people are going to use this one. So I'm going to roll in here, and again, I'll just pop my gadget just because it's like a minute left and there's just no other way to really get any value. This Primo's cycling supers like it's nothing on us. We need to really try and defend this. Looking like we're probably going to concede. You know, we've been on the back foot pretty much the entire game here, which is a big rip. Let's see if we can get some more use out of here. But yeah, I absolutely hate this map anyway. But yeah, Karl with the other gadget, he's going to be literally like a top 3 brawler in the meta. If you're using this gadget instead, he's probably going to be like a top 10 brawler, if that. So, you know, bear that in mind when you're using Karl. I'm going to go spin on this Rico. Probably we can take him out and score. Wow, we're literally so close to scoring there. So looking like it might actually be another loss on the video. But as I was saying, you know, if you're using the other gadget with Karl, you can use him in game modes like Heist, Siege. You can use him everywhere, every map, because, you know, that versatility using that gadget, you know, getting really far up the map is really important, and it just makes him so strong. So that's going to be the 3rd worst gadget in the game. You know, another loss, two losses in one video. That is really rare for me, but that's going to be the 3rd worst. Let's hop into number 2. Alright guys, hopping into the 2nd worst gadget in the game, it's going to be Dynamite's fidget spinner. So again, it's another brawler in the game that's got a really good gadget, and just, you know, this one is just a complete opposite, complete trash. So, you know, I'm going to use it to scout the bushes here. So it's the only good usage there. But, you know, Dynamite's other gadget, I think it's called Satchel Charge. It's actually a really strong gadget. I probably could have opened the wall up much sooner there, and I was concentrating too much on commentary. But yeah, it's actually a really good gadget. It makes Dynamite a decent brawler in the meta, but you know, this one's just basically pointless. The only time you want to be using this is just to maybe get away from a brawler, to get away from an aggro brawler. It's good in that sense, but you know, the other gadget's always going to be better. As I said, it's going to be making him pretty meta in a lot of different game modes, like Heist, like Siege. I see Dynamite actually play there competitively a little bit now, but you know, no one uses this gadget at all anymore. Everyone used to say how trash it was, and now, as I said, Dynamite's got a much better gadget now, so people are going to be using that from now on. This Karl is being a little bit annoying. Let's use the gadget, see if we can get a couple of chip shots. So yeah, you see 700 damage at max. You know, that's only what you're going to be doing with this gadget. Actually selected. You know, we're going to get pinched by both of these brawlers here. Looking like we can maybe win this one. Let's see if he's able to score. I don't think he's actually able to score that, which is a bit of a rip, but yeah, the other Dynamite gadget, if you don't know, if you haven't played with it or you know seen it somehow, it's the one you're going to be wanting to buy. You know, if you see this in a shop, you just definitely want to ignore it. There's no point running this one, even though it's 1,000 coins in the shop. You know, there's just no point. You may as well wait to get the other one. The other one's just so strong, and if you're hitting your Dynamite sticks with your other gadget, you know, you're going to get like a free kill most of the time. You can do like 6k plus damage on a brawler, you know, if you get that stun on them. And with this one, you're getting like 700 damage. So, you know, you see the comparison already with it damage. It's looking like we can actually pick up a win with this one. I'm actually using Demolition, you know, the better star power. Let's see if we can finish this one off. Okay, no, that was a bit of a choke from me. As far as super on this Nita, again, a bit of a choke. You know, I'm not the best Dynamite in the world, so you know, the comments below, it's really hard to play whilst commentating with Dynamite as well. You really have to concentrate, especially in Brawl with a lot of fast brawlers. See if we can get this maxed down in time. So nice. So that's going to be the second worst gadget in the game. I feel like a lot of people are 100% going to agree with me on this one. Let's hop into the worst gadget. Alright guys, so jumping into the worst gadget in the game, and it really pains me to do this, you know, being completely honest, it's gonna have to be clay pigeons. You know, secretly it's pretty OP, you know, for the memes, but you know, if you're looking on a competitive basis, clay pigeons is just an awful gadget. It's just not good at all. You know, most of the time you're going to be doing like 800 damage, 400 damage. You know, sometimes you're not even going to be hitting the gadget, which is just pretty insane. The other one's just going to be much better because, you know, for Shelly, you want to be up close and personal most of the time. You know, that's where you're going to be getting most of your damage. So using that little dash to get really close to him, dealing a ton of damage, as I said, that's going to be the way you're going to be finding value out of Shelly. You know, if you're using clay pigeons, it's only for meme's sakes, really. You know, I've always tried to say clay pigeons was good, but you know, as I said, competitively, it's just not good at all. You know, most of the times I use it, it's not going to be good at all. We're actually getting pretty much wrecked here because, you know, Shelly's just really bad in this meta, and we're facing like the best comps. So let's try and get this Colette down. We're actually using Band-Aid as well, so we're using the supposedly worst but best setup in the game. Let's try and pinch this target down. So, you know, Band-Aid's actually gonna pop there because I didn't heal up in time. We've got some decent positioning. I'm gonna run into this Bee's face, take her down. So, you know, we're doing a pretty decent job here. Let's see if Max can get a good Tara pull. She actually manages to get a triple suck on us, which is a bit of a rip. Let's try and dodge these Bee shots. Let's get up close and personal to this Bee. This Bee's gonna get taken down. I'm probably gonna get taken down by this Tara here. So again, it's looking like it could be another loss in the video, which, you know, I see in the comment sections, just spend ever lose. You know, when I'm using the worst gadgets, you know, on the worst map on the game, it's possible. It's very possible. Let's see if we can get this Colette down. You know, I'm using Band-Aid. If you use slow, I probably could have got the kill there, which is a bit of a rip. The map's pretty much open, so, you know, it's only playing into this Bee's hands. Let's see if we can sneak in pretty close. You know, pass the ball to Tara, or probably wasted super there. We're going to get absolutely destroyed by this Bee here, but yeah, clay pigeons, there's not a single good usage out of it, really. And, you know, Shelly's one of the worst brawlers in the game, but this gadget just doesn't help her at all. As I said, it probably just makes her worse, if anything. But yeah, that's just going to be a fat rip for us. We're just going to get absolutely destroyed in this one, and that's going to be the worst gadget in the game. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think are the worst gadgets in the game. As I said, you know, this is just my experience of playing high ladder and competitive. You know, in the lower trophy range in Showdown, you know, these gadgets could be pretty good. You know, clay pigeons maybe could be pretty good inside of showdowns. You know, I never really know. I never play showdown, as you see by my profile. You know, I've not even got 1,000 wins yet, and I've been playing this game for over 3 years nearly. So that's going to be the end of today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all next time.